Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you so much for joining me. So this is going to be the 9th episode of our Let's Play the Duke of Bulgar, now the King of Volga, Bulgaria. And in our last episode, we had just finished the conquest of the Kingdom of Rus, and I had done the very gamey thing of revoking all infidel titles since I have at least medium crown authority. And then now I've got too much land, I'm going to have to do something with it. But I'm essentially going to give it all away again in just a moment. So this is a lot of micro, but I'm going to show you how to do it at least once, and probably won't do it again after that. We'll see. So I've just revoked everything, and I mentioned in the tail end of the last video that the problem with doing this is that those characters leave with the money that they had. So it costs the realm some money to do this, but now what I'm going to do is literally I'm going to click and I'm going to revoke every single bishopric and city. Again, they're all Orthodox, so I can do it. It says there's a 5% chance that they can revolt, but this is just a mayor. He will not revolt. They never do. And even if he did, he couldn't actually do anything about it. So I'm going to revoke every single town and bishopric. Sadly, all of the money that they have, like this guy, for example, has 150 gold. That's, it's too bad, because he's going to leave the realm with all that money. But here's the thing. The best he could do is he could spend that money on upgrading one of his holdings one time. But the amount of money he has right now does not really impact me, personally, because I get taxed on his current income, not his current assets. So although in a perfect world I'd rather just leave the money in the realm, I simply can't, and still do this. So essentially, by doing this, I'm turning the entire kingdom acquisition into the same type thing as the acquisition you'd see from a holy war, where all of the titles go to you and you can delegate them out as you see fit. Now, this is even one step better, though, and that's that the land is perfectly usable. Whereas if you look at the land that we did down here, for instance, this was not a holy war. Over here, for instance, this was a holy war we did, and it's still suffering. So let's see, where had we left off? I think here, maybe? Nope. I think I already got this guy too. Nope. Yes. So this is what I did the very first time I played as a Muslim, when I was first trying to experiment with Muslim invasion mechanics. I will say that I very quickly made a post on the forums about how broken it is, but almost a year later, they still haven't changed it. And so, that's okay. I think the real issue is the subjugated benefit that you get with the counts. If it wasn't for the subjugated benefit, then it would probably be balanced, because then they wouldn't accept your revocation of the county title. These barons basically have to accept, and I'm doing a lot of them all at once, but you'll see that oh, that's not one of my titles, not yet at least. And I think we're almost done. Okay, so this could be a huge amount of flooded spammy type stuff. And in the meantime, I've got to be as quick as possible. That's why I'm doing it all paused, because I'm going to get a ton of titles, and I'm going to need to immediately, and actually that was a duke that just gave up some land. Which holding was it? There's another title down here somewhere that hadn't yet been given up. I think it was this one. Yep. And see, these two darker green areas, I still need to revoke their primary holdings. I can still revoke the county from him. Most likely he will not accept, most likely, but... So I've got to be quick, though, because if I hold on to the titles for too long, eventually I will get the huge opinion malice from having too much territory. There's a short period of time that you can have more land than you're supposed to without penalty. But if you do it for a prolonged period, it's -10 for every one that you go over. Okay. Yep, look at all that spammy, clicky stuff. If you're not familiar with your key bindings, you definitely want to get good at them here. Now, because I revoked this guy's last county, it did end up getting the penalties, but the vast majority of the land is perfectly pristine and pure and good. So, I'm going to now start giving out land to randomly created vassals as I get them, so that I am a little bit closer to the correct amount of land, just in case that penalty starts building up. And an easy way to do it is to look for this jizya tax icon, because it lets you know that it's held by a Muslim now, which would be me. So I know for sure that it's already been taken. And once both of the, or all of the holdings below the castle have been given away, is when I will now use the Find Characters interface, search realm for men who are not in prison, who are any marriage, not rulers, yes my religion, yes my culture, and the adult thing doesn't really matter. Okay, so for instance, we'll go ahead and give this marshal one of these titles, and I've already forgotten which one was clean and pure and ready. This one here. So I've given away both titles here, and now it's time to get rid of this county, Vladimir. So we'll go back again and find this guy, and we will give him the county of Vladimir. So now we have a vassal who has perfect everything. Perfect levy, no penalties, gets the jizya tax because he is Sunni and the county is still Orthodox. And this is essentially no different from one of the counties we've had in our own realm. I might end up spending almost this entire episode just doing this, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So here's 2 more counties that are free and clear. Another one here. Another one here. So basically, Toropets, Tiver, Moskva, and Mazkask. Let's get rid of those. Let's see if we can find Tiver. Generally, the last titles you've acquired are going to be at the bottom, and it sorts them by the type. So you've got counties, cities, mosques. So we're going to look for the city, or the county of Tiver. Right there. There's one more guy gone. Search. Click that. Let's go ahead and get this guy. And I am going for the highest stewardship because I want the highest overall income. And we need the county of Musk. We needed Mazhayask. And Toropets. Now, I could just give the county title directly to the person I'm giving the actual county to, and he would delegate out a city holder. But if there's a bishopric, he'll hold on to it because the bishopric can be held by the count and without any penalty. And I don't necessarily want 2 separate people. I want 1 person per holding. I want as many people in the realm as possible because that gives me the highest likelihood that they will pick good advisors, like, you know, good steward and all that. The more characters they have in their own realm, the more likely they are to have a good one. Versus having all the land for themselves and being too powerful. Torzok. Okay. This one doesn't have anything underneath it, so we can go ahead and give that one away as well. Beluzero. Same thing with up here. Zazorzuri, or however you'd say that. I'm not going to give it to a boy. And I don't want to give any land away to anybody that's heir to anything. Just because I do not want to let them centralize any power. We're looking for Zaz. Z-A something. Here we go. How about Chud? Yep, we can get rid of that one as well. We can get rid of Vologda. Still waiting on this city to answer my revoke request. Kostroma we can get rid of. Waiting on that bishopric. These ones are good. You can also tell by the blue border that it's a vassal of ours, so we can get rid of Suzdal. Waiting, waiting. Nope. These ones aren't ready yet. And neither of those two. So gotta wait a little bit longer. What about this one? Ladoga. Okay, so a little bit more time pass. Get some more of this land acquired. As well, yeah, rally those there. Okay, we can get rid of that other city. We got the jizya tax, blue, blue. I've just given this one away, so we click on it again. Now I can get rid of Novgorod. This one, still waiting to hear back, looks like. Yep, 4 more days. Not done. This one's ready to go. Jizya tax. That one's good, and this one's good. So, Pereyaslav, I think it is. We're almost running out of courtiers, so those are not heir to anything. Yep. Waiting on that guy right there. We can get rid of Slavl. Wait a second. Yep. Slavl. And again, Novgorod. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this in any recent videos, but the reason I'm doing single county designations is because it increases the likelihood of religious conversion. And if you aren't sure why, I highly recommend you watch my Republic of Gotland Let's Play, because it's a bit more tutorial-esque, despite the very first episode where I say I'm not going to explain much. It's kind of funny how I do that. But okay, how about these ones here? Okay, that one's good. That one's good, and so is this one. So we're almost finished with this whole nonsense. It's only taken me 15 minutes. So Gaelic, Gorodez, and Nizhny Novgorod. Really scraping from the bottom of the barrel here now. Haven't heard back from you yet. One more day. And I think, and actually now we're actually below our limit, so I wouldn't necessarily need to get rid of everybody. I could hold on to a couple of them. Our limit went up tremendously when I increased myself to a king level. But yeah, we'll get rid of that mosque, and we're under our limit, so I'm going to hold on to these last two. And actually, it looks like I could have held on to another. So that is a tremendous amount of money that's just left the realm, and most of those men, most of those people probably got displaced to a nearby, same culture, same religion, county. And when those characters die, all that money is going to go into their liege's realm. So they're going to gain money that we've just exported. But I don't Again, I don't really care. I will pay great sums of money for good, clean land. So now, since these guys are going to end up creating the duchies anyway, and we are king, I need to remember to go take Perm back. I still can't believe I gave that away on accident. But we might as well now go through and create these duchies. So I've already created the Duchy of Highland Off. And this is more about just getting rid of our court, because we've got 60 vassals now, which is quite a few to just deal with. It's a lot more events and pop-ups, and it's just kind of annoying. So let's get rid of it. So Highland Off, I'm going to press D to sort by opinion. And let's give it to who? I'm going to give it to the guy who likes me decently. It doesn't have to be the guy that likes me the most. Really what it is, I want somebody... Yeah, it's fine, I don't care, you can have it. Here, have the Duchy of Highland Off. And include lower titles. So, if I had any personal titles in here, it would give those to him as well. It's just, I just like to click that. It doesn't actually change anything in this case, but... So now he controls that land, and I just have one person to deal with instead of many. Next up, let's look at Beluzeru. Go ahead and create that. Costs a lot of money, but again, it's about consolidating and making things simpler for myself. None of these people have any cities underneath them as anyway. They all like me pretty well. Who would be the best person? Got a Kinslayer Spymaster. I think I'll go with this guy. Maybe. Now, there's two main trains of thought. One is that you want to go with content vassals because they're easier to manage. The other is my preferred method, which is to go with aggressive vassals, because I actually want them to expand. They have their own war timers, their own peace treaties, and so if they're strong enough, they'll go on holy wars of their own and expand my realm, regardless of my peace timers. And I don't always want to micromanage every war. So I'm not going to pick the content guy. I'm going to pick the... Let's go ahead and pick this guy. Here, you can have that newfound duchy. Alright, so that's about all the money that I have for creating duchies right now. And... where are you? Don't need to worry about improving relations there anymore. Let's pick our vassal that likes us the least. Send our guy that way. Chief, what's it? Here. Apparently he owns these two titles, and he should be hanging out here in Bakhmut. Yeah, let's send him there. See if we can get this guy to like us better. Although he is a different guy, so I might just try revoking his titles. Again, because he's not our religion and stuff. He's probably going to revolt in this case, but we'll see. I want to get rid of that guy. And yeah, so now we've got 390 gold a year in income. Pretty damn good for a Khan. We're not a republic, and we're probably making more money than any republic in the game at this point. Even Venice is only making 270, Genoa is making 170, and Pisa is making 309. Yeah, we're beating them all. In fact, we're probably even making more money than the Holy Roman Empire at only 80. And probably the next strongest in the world right now would be the Seljuks, and this guy's making 188. And the reason for that, again, is we get income from the cities, yes, but also from feudal taxes. So, good. It's good stuff. Well, a little bit of time tick. He did allow me to revoke one of these titles down here, so let's see. I'll go ahead and do the same thing with these guys. Tengri. Let's get them out of our area. And let's see, can I revoke your other title? Will you allow me to do that? Maybe. He did accept. That's good. Take away his vassal's land as well. Again, cost me a lot of money, but not me directly. It just costs my. But also, it does give the jizya tax modifier to it as well, where those guys are the correct religion, so they don't get it. Alright, so we got a lot of military. Let's release our actual troops for now. And since this Duke of Perm, even though he likes me tremendously, will not accept vassalation, I wonder, is there any chance I can create the Khanate, or the Empire? Empire of Russia. Need to hold at least 2 kingdom titles. Kingdom of Perm. Don't have enough piety to create the kingdom. We do have enough of everything else, except we don't have the right culture. What about this one? Kingdom of Ruthenia. We have none of that land, apparently. That's this whole area here. Okay, how about Khanate? We've already made that one. Kingdom of Rus. We are not Russian, so I doubt we can do it. No, we could. We could recreate the Kingdom of Russia. We need some money for that. And then we'd be able to create the Empire of Russia. And if I created the Empire of Russia, then he should accept my request for vassalization. Or I could just declare war on him. The problem is that he's my religion, so I can't do anything except for conquests. So I might just wait. That was a silly mistake. Oh well. Alright, so not much activity this episode, but we will continue soon. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.